Like, I know that she just came public with a cancer diagnosis, and it doesn't look good in the long term for old Hanoi Jane, but let's keep it a book. She's had some terrible takes for a very long time, and you know what? On the way out the door, she decided to drop off this gem. Racist, misogynistic mindsets causing climate crisis. How many boxes have been checked off with that statement right there? You're an istinophobe with your thoughts, and you're making the world get hotter. Okay, then maybe you got a little bit too much of that radiation where you were down there visiting John McCain at the old Hanoi Hilton. Actress, complainer, former bitch of Ted Turner, said on Friday on MSNBC's Debate that racist and misogynistic mindsets are causing the climate crisis. Oh, Lord. Anchor Ari Oive Melber said, I mentioned women's rights. What? Women's rights are now going to dovetail into climate change. This is beautiful because so much, come out of some of what you're doing. Where you start out at the Vietnam protest, and then it's all of you guys, and all of the speakers are guys. And you start to say, wait, there's a lot more change, even within the protest movement. See, you can never be too woke, okay? It's always, oh my God, it's like we're here for such a good, what's all the guys doing upstage? We need female ideas, even though men and women are the same. You were part of that. And I think about the progress made and the progress being unwound when you look at the court's decision in Roe. Yeah, it's so sad that you can't kill kids anymore. Big sad. Which is, it turned out a lot of voters in the midterms. Sure it did. Fonda said, yeah, Dad, we've experienced having the right to control our bodies. And what fucking good has that done? And different discussion, different time. I just wanted to compare and contrast two diametrically opposed celebrities. One that's good and one that's dying. That is not going to go away. We're not going to give up while it is absolutely unconscionable what the Supreme Court did. Kick it back down to the states. Yeah, God forbid there's smaller government and that there's not, a security blanket over the top where you can't just kill kids on demand on every street corner. Heaven forbid. But, as I learn more about climate, oh, good, she's learning in her, 8th decade? I don't care. And as I dig deep, as I have in the last 4 or 5 years, oh, she's a expert guy. When you realize that there were no races. What you realize is if there were no racism, there would be no climate crisis. Wow. You better elaborate on this, because I don't even know how to begin to connect those two dots. If there was no misogyny, there would be no climate crisis. It could be a part of a mindset. See, if you guys just think hard enough, if you lend Jane Fonda your energy, send her your energy, and that she could just send that spirit bomb towards the sky to make sure that there is no more climate crisis. Sure thing, pal. It is a mindset that looks at a woman and says, nice tits. Or you could use that as a taunt for Angelina Jolie. She got them both lopped off. That's the joke. Or she could work in the fields. Jane Fonda, hearkening back to slavery, you could go work in the fields. Jane Fonda has never had to work a hard day in her life. It's the same mindset as the person who looks at the tree and says, floors that could make good flooring? Oh my God, just live in a fucking grass hut, you idiot. So what has to happen is that we not only have to stop new fossil fuel development, don't worry, your best friend, Uncle Joe, he's made sure that that can't happen anymore. We have to change our mindset. I haven't rooted this hard for a tumor since John McCain. But anyways, something far less cancerous. James Woods. I like James Woods. He's got a great voice. He's got great presence on screen. And if the rumors are to be true, a giant fucking hog. James Woods vows to expose the corrupt, vile vermin at the DNC over Twitter censorship. Joe Biden, I am not afraid of you, and I'm coming for you. I would take Hades at his word on this one, okay? I was thinking about it, and it's like, of all of the films that James Woods is in, I got quite a few of them. Like Casino, Hercules, obviously. Any Given Sunday. I don't think I have the Blu-ray of that. I know I got the DVD of it. Those are just the ones that immediately come to mind, but outside of all of that, he might be a boomer, but he's really funny and quite edgy on Twitter. So what is he talking about here? Okay. In an explosive interview on Fox News, Tucker Carlson tonight, two-time Academy Award nominated actor James Woods described the Democratic National Committee as a bunch of rats and corrupt, vile vermin. That's kind of redundant if you call them rats and then vermin, but whatever. He's James Woods. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. And vowed to sue the DNC after evidence obtained in Elon Musk's Twitter files showed that the DNC pressured Twitter to violate the actor's civil liberties by censoring his speech. Addressing President Joe Biden and the DNC, Woods said, "I'm not afraid of you, and I'm coming for you." If this was like 20 or 30 years ago, he might act on that. He is fucking wild enough. Oh, we didn't see this when I last went over this day of the, I was going to say Disney files. That don't make no sense. Twitter files, okay. But yeah, we've seen this one before, and it's like not too many high-profile accounts here, but number 9, celebrities and unknowns alike were removed or asked to be removed at the behest of the political party. As you can see, Stephen Liu Huan, don't know who that is, but real James Woods, you think we know who that guy is? I think so. On Tucker Carlson, Woods expressed outrage over the act of censorship as well as the left's attempt to ruin his 5-decade spanning Hollywood career for being an outspoken conservative. Yeah, he's one of the few. And it's really sad. It's really sad because, okay, cool. There are conservatives in Hollywood, okay? Everybody knows that there are some, but they don't like to be vocal about it. Who are the most vocal conservatives in Hollywood? Dean Cain, kind of on the outside looking in. Scott Baio. Okay. And then probably the guys who actually go out there and do the rounds and command an audience, James Woods, obviously, and John Voight. Do you notice kind of a big disconnect between the two there? You can be really outspoken about this stuff, but you have to be outside the industry, or you got to be fucking ancient with nothing else to lose, okay? Like Woods and Voight, incredibly fucking accomplished, okay? Part of some of the biggest films ever. And it took them for them to achieve their level of success, for them to achieve as many years in the business under their belts in order to come forward with this stuff. Anybody who decides to just, lean a certain direction, like take a look at what they do to Chris Pratt whenever he steps out of line, okay? Oh, I can't wait to become a father again. My wife has afforded our family, just another happy, healthy baby boy, okay? It's like, that means you hate your kid that is also sick from other relationship. It's like, bruh, he's happy his kid's born and you're just trying to make it all about you. Wow. Or even if you don't take a political stance on anything. Or if you just say something nice about somebody else who's been excised from the community. Like, take a look at some of the backlash that Robert Downey Jr. would face, who probably has a conservative lean to him, but he kind of stays apolitical for the most part. He thanked Mel Gibson, who is definitely one of our guys, for helping him get back on the right track, sober and, basically getting the role of Iron Man, which, kicked off the second half of his career. I've been a target of these people for 6 years, the actor said. They've destroyed my career. They have destroyed my livelihood. They've destroyed my faith in the country that my family has defended in the military since the Revolutionary War. He's got roots all the way back then. Jeez, wow. Woods described the First Amendment as the most sacred right for Americans. It's number 1 for a reason. Protected by number 2. The government of the United States conspired to take my free speech and throw it in the gutter. And there's something they should fear more than anything they have ever imagined in their wildest dreams. The most dangerous man of these corrupt, vile vermin is an American who is not afraid of them. And Joe Biden and all those rats you work with had to the DNC to close down my speech. I'm not afraid of you, and I'm coming for you, brother. Woods praised Musk, saying the new Twitter's owner very possibly has saved America. The actor repeated the sentiment in a subsequent tweet Friday. Thank you, Elon Musk, for giving back all Americans and voices around the world the most precious of gifts, free and open speech. I admire and salute you, sir. Breitbart News reported Elon Musk released internal Twitter discussions about censoring Hunter Biden's laptop story Friday night, and then Saturday was the House Oversight Committee ranking member James Comer. I like to call him, old Jimmy Coombs. Has promised to haul every Twitter employee who was involved in the handling of the story before the committee. If Comer could call an audible and have James Woods sit in as one of the questioners when they have some of the more prominent Twitter employees come down and give testimony, that would be great. Can you make that happen? Because I would watch that. That would be great. Can we do that just for content's sake? Please, please. But until then, I thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.